Donald Trump's so-called golden era just hit a wall. Congress has launched a stunning new investigation into one of his most bizarre projects, and it ties directly into the shutdown chaos and his shadowy connections. Before we get to the ballroom bombshell, let's start with how this shutdown itself is being framed and how Epstein still hovers over the story.
In some ways, you can call this an Epstein shutdown, because we had many months to avoid the shutdown by negotiating with Republicans to avoid it.
Thursday, Castro Valley Congressman Eric Swalwell alleged the government shutdown is an excuse for the Trump administration to delay releasing the Jeffrey Epstein files.
But what did Republicans do? During the summer, something I've not seen in my 13 years in Washington, they ended the summer early by 2 weeks to send us home to avoid votes on releasing the Epstein files.
Swalwell says the shutdown will have real consequences, impacting air traffic controllers, U.S. troops, and the healthcare system.
The big, brutal bill took 2 million Californians off their healthcare. It closed rural hospitals. It didn't kill cancer, it killed cancer research.
Democrats are demanding funding for healthcare subsidies set to expire at the end of the year under the Affordable Care Act, a move they say could drive up premiums for millions nationwide.
The party in charge is the party responsible. So if he can get his head in the game and come to the negotiating table and be the great negotiator that he thinks he is, we can get out.
The shutdown isn't just about budgets, it's also about deflection. While everyday Americans suffer, Trump is busy obsessing over ego-driven projects and false narratives. And even Fox News is pointing out the economic cost of his reckless trade war.
8 years ago, they were a #1 customer. They took almost 40% of our soybeans 8 years ago, and now they take 0.
That's right. In 2018, with President Trump's first round of tariffs on China, at that moment, China was the largest export market for American soy. And they bought 60% of our soybean exports. And they are essentially, exports have collapsed this year, and there are no new orders logged in recent months. And quite frankly, unless something happens to reopen new markets for these farmers, you can't bail people out. That's how much you're going to give them that every year. I mean, you could do that. The tariff revenue is running about, on average in the last couple months, about $30 billion a month. But do the farmers want welfare? Because that's what it is.
So this is like you're in a trade war, right? And this is the casualty of it now. And so China's using this as leverage because that's how you're going to put pressure on Trump.
Now comes the centerpiece. Congress has turned its sights on Trump's latest pet project, a $200 million golden ballroom that some say is larger than the White House itself.
And it looks like if this keeps going, we're going to have to investigate where the hell these $17 trillion are. No question, because this is ridiculous that Republicans are the hypocrisy, right? I mean, Republicans are saying on one hand, oh, there's not enough money for healthcare subsidies. And then on the other hand, they are stashing away money, giving it to their billionaire friends, doing all these tax breaks, the increasing exponentially the national debt. So they could really care less about working people.
Blueprints reveal a sprawling 90,000 square foot structure funded by a murky mix of Trump's personal wealth, wealthy donors, and even corporate giants like Google, Booz Allen Hamilton, and Palantir. Shockingly, reports say YouTube transferred $22 million from a settlement directly into this project. Lawmakers are asking, is this really Trump's money, or are foreign interests buying influence with a glittering palace while Americans face layoffs and shuttered hospitals? The contrast is staggering. A president boasting about phantom $17 trillion investments, while millions lose health care, farmers are crushed by tariffs, and cancer research is defunded. Congress isn't just asking about a ballroom, they're asking a much bigger question. Who exactly is bankrolling Trump's excess, and what do they expect in return? Thanks for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave your thoughts in the comments below.